I gotta open it up to what we're talking about, y'all, because y'all not gonna believe this real quick. I just feel like I need to do a story time because I didn't understand. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about today, y'all. But yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Why was I last week? Let me pour me some more coffee. I love me some Dunkin' Donuts, but they got them with this little tote, y'all. Okay, they got it. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm in line at Dunkin' Donuts like I always am. Before I go to work. I need me a little pick me up. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. A lot of the times I do. So I'm in line at Dunkin' Donuts and I'm waiting because there's a lot of people in there. A lot of people's buying coffee. They have this whole promo, this tote, and I've been seeing this tote come across my timeline on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and the commercials, and they was just running this tote. Come get a free tote. Now the week before they was giving out free lattes, right? Okay. So now this week they're giving out free totes, which was last week on the second. So I'm like, all right, never thinking about the tote, never wanting the tote. My daughter said, yeah, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, let's get us a tote. Never really thinking about it. I said, girl, I really don't want that tote. I just said it like that. I didn't know why I said it to her when I said it. So now I'm in Dunkin' Donuts, right? So I'm standing online. And I'm standing online, and the lady didn't realize she ordered 6 donuts. Now, with a donut and a coffee, I guess you can get the free tote. Now, here's the tea. Here's the tea. So I'm standing there. The lady orders her coffee. Now, it's people before her that's carrying this tote because they're waiting for their order. So she didn't realize she didn't get the tote. So she was looking at everybody as they got their totes or whatever. And once you pay for your order, they give you the tote. She paid for her order of 6 donuts and her coffee. They never gave her the tote bag. Remind you, let me say it again. She ordered 6 donuts. They put them in a box and she was waiting for her coffee at the pickup station, right? So she never realized it. So remind you, this lady is 2, maybe 3 people ahead of me. That's how crowded Dunkin' Donuts is. So everybody's still waiting for their coffees and stuff like that. And she backs up to the counter where you pay, and she said, "Oh, I never got my tote. Can I please have my tote?" Like that. Not rude, we all laughing about the tote. And it's funny because we're laughing about the tote, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm dropping my coffee all over the place right now, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why we was laughing about the tote in a minute. Why am I dropping coffee everywhere? But so so she backs up to the lady at the counter that she paid, where she paid at, and she says, "I didn't get my tote. Can I please have my tote?" So the lady says, "Oh, well, you have to buy a donut." So I looked at the lady behind the counter. I said, now, I understand she just paid and you see a lot of people, but you see her sitting online waiting for her coffee, right? She just looks like, she's all like, oh boy. So the lady that's asking about the tote is like waiting for her to respond, waiting for the lady behind the counter to respond. I said, ma'am. She said, well, she has to buy a donut. I said, why does she have to buy a donut when she have a box of donuts? So everybody's laughing. Everybody is laughing because we all looking for her to give this lady a tote. So she said, no, she has to buy a donut. She says it again. I said, ma'am, just like this. This is exactly how I said it because I could not believe. Now, remind you, but when you pay for your when you pay for your when you pay for your whatever you ordering, they give you the donuts right then and there. So when she gave her back her change, she gave her back the 6 donuts in the box. So it wasn't like she did not know she ordered the 6 donuts. No, you wanted her to order another one. Here's the tea. So I said, ma'am, she already got 6 donuts. What are you talking about? You actually you owe her 6 totes if you want to be freaking technical, right? So everybody's laughing because it's like, you really want this lady to order a 7th donut? She already got coffee. She already got 6 donuts. You really owe her like at least 6 totes. If a tote comes with a purchase of a donut, then you owe her like 6 totes. But all she wants is 1 tote. She didn't even go there. She said, I just want a tote for my granddaughter. Oh, well, we're not really supposed to do that. I said, not supposed to do what? I'm not supposed to do what? I said, give her the tote because everybody else has a tote and they don't even have 6 donuts. I said, they have 1 donut that came in the tote. And when I show y'all this tote, it can only carry 1 donut. They made it seem like this tote was going to be big. Now, remind you, on the commercials and the advertisements, this tote looks big. This is not an average tote. You can barely put your keys in there. The donut is in there, and that is it. It don't have a zipper, a button, a snap, or nothing. And you looking at the tote. Now, it looks big in this picture, but when I show y'all this tote, y'all gonna be like, is she fucking serious? You can barely put your keys in there. Okay? And everybody's like, if you don't give her that tote, I said, ma'am, you really want her to purchase another donut for that? For that? Okay, here. I said, it is okay. I said, you should. I said, she's really supposed to get like 6 totes. I said, she only wants one. What is she going to do with 6 totes and she only have one granddaughter? What is she going to do with that? Sell them? I said, ma'am, give her that tote. So now I'm up next in line, right? Now, I remind you, they was just giving out free lattes now. Milk course. They was just giving out free lattes. Just the week before. So I go to the line, and I'm always in the same Dunkin' Donuts. It's not like you don't know my face. You know me, you know my face. I was just in there the night before looking for something. I thought I left my black card in there. So I was just in there the night before because I was just in there the day before. So I'm thinking I left my black card in there. That's a whole nother story. So it's not like they don't know me because I always go to the same Dunkin' Donuts before I go to work. So I said, well, can I have a tote? Oh, well, you have to purchase a donut. Now, let me go. Let me show y'all something. Then now, remind you again, they was just giving out free lattes just last week with no tote. Here's the thing. I feel like you should have, with every latte purchase, being that lattes is $7 and up, depending on the size of the latte, mine is $7 and up because I always order big coffees all the time. I never ordered nothing small from Dunkin' Donuts. Never. So, let me pull out my receipt. As I sip on my coffee. Because Dunkin' Donuts be playing. Dunkin' Donuts, they be playing with our head top a little bit. Dunkin' Donuts be playing. Let me read y'all my receipt. Let me show y'all. Well, let me, because I gotta have receipts. Let me, let me show y'all this receipt. Let me read this receipt down to y'all. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that she did that. But I'm gonna just show y'all something, and I know that's what she. I know why she did it. It says 1 large latte white chocolate coffee. It is $7.49 with taxes, with cream, and all of the things. It came up to $8.15 or something like that. $8.75, $8.15. Okay. I've noticed you because I said what I said after she asked me for the donut. I said, so you're gonna make me buy a donut that I don't even want for that free tote right there. I said it just like that to her. So I said, so just give me the donut. Just give it to me. Now I'm looking at my receipt, y'all. You know she put it in the system. The donut is $2. A donut, Boston cream, original, $2. I realize now, y'all. Let me tell you what she did. She took it off. She took it off, y'all. She took off the donut because she realizes, because I said what I said. I said, how was it that y'all was just giving out free lattes? The same latte was just free last week. That's when y'all should have been giving out the totes. Y'all should have been giving out for 2 weeks straight with the latte and with the donut. I don't know if they're trying to sell their donuts or try to get them off or whatever. They wanted to do a little promotion around the holidays, but that wasn't the way to do it. You should have been doing it twice, back to back. Because let me show you how to tote now. Because now I'm upset. Let me show you how to tote. This is the tote. I swear to you not. I swear to you that this is the tote. Swear to God that this is the tote. I swear this is the tote. See how little this is? It can only fit like maybe 2 donuts and you're squeezing it. The Boston, I mean, if you put them on top of each other, then yeah. You can't close up the bag. So that means if you're swinging the bag like a little kid would, the donut will fall out. Dunkin', Dunkin', Dunkin'. Y'all played us. Y'all played on our head top on this one. But they never said in the commercial advertisement, let me be clear, they never said in the commercial advertisement that they never said the bag size. They never told us what size the tote was. You just assumed that it's a little bit bigger than this. It looked like a little boat with a little handle strap to it. That's how that's how big this tote is. It's little, very little. Even once you open it up, it doesn't get no. You can put 2 donuts in here, maybe 3, depending on how you put them, and that's it. That's it. This is the little tote bag. Do y'all see this? This is it. So, Duncan, please don't play on our head tops. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all are funny. That's why I called it Business Chronicles. Because I wanted to go live right in the store. You know how you want to go live, but you press for time. I was pressed for time. That's the only reason why I didn't go live. I didn't want to be late for my appointment, but I had to come to y'all with this story because it was sitting on my desk, and I said, let me go live and tell them this story real quick or whatever. But Dunkin' Donuts is funny, yo. Dunkin' Donuts is real funny. Real funny. That tote is like, girl, are you shitting me? But Dunkin' is funny. That's all I'm going to say about Dunkin'. Dunkin' was like, I'm going to give y'all this tote and y'all going to hush. It's not like we asked for it. We're going to drink the coffee regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I found it funny that they was really trying to get that lady to buy another donut. The moral of the story is she already has 6 donuts and a coffee. Why would you try to make her buy another donut, Dunkin'? Your employees gotta do a little bit better. But we love y'all though. This is just a little live, little story time. My name is Eve the Weed. Please like, share, subscribe. Hopefully, as these little story times unfold, I can just go live and talk about them right off the rip. But this one, I wasn't. I had to go do my client. I said I can't even talk about it. But when I went to my client house and she seen this little tote, she said, Eve, what the hell is in there? I said, a donut. She said, that's all you can fit in there is a donut. Your eye started laughing. That's all you can fit. It depends on if you stand the donuts up and maybe like put them like in a row like that. That's the only way you'll be able to fit 3 donuts in there. But here's the thing, the top is going to be exposed to the donut. You understand? You did better wrapping my thing up in something and then putting it in the tote bag. They don't even do that. They was just dropping it in the tote bag. Like we were supposed to trust that the tote bag is that clean. Like I don't like listen, Linda. But I'm gonna tell you this. That Boston donut, that was good. I needed that little bit of sugar, honey. My name is Eve the Weed. Please like, share, subscribe. I gotta go YouTube.